All right, today we are zeroing in on a tiny little danger that might be hiding a lot closer than you think. We're not talking about deep in the wilderness. We're talking about something you could encounter on a daily walk. Let's get into it. Ticks.
You know, when we think of ticks, our minds usually jump to some remote, wild forest, right? But the truth is, they're in a lot of everyday places. Your local park, that grassy field down the street, maybe even your own backyard.
And here it is. This is the little guy we're talking about. What you're looking at is a tick before it's had a meal. Its size is what makes it so sneaky. I mean, look how small it is. It's incredibly easy to miss, and that is exactly what makes it a hidden danger. So how do you even begin to spot these things? Well, if you want to protect yourself, you first have to know exactly what you're looking for.
Okay, this is where it gets kind of wild. A tick goes through this huge transformation. On the left, you see it before it feeds. It's small, it's flat, but check out the one on the right. After it's had a blood meal, it gets totally engorged and swollen. It's way, way more noticeable at that point. And here's another thing you've got to remember. Don't assume they all look the same. They really don't. They can vary in color from the dark one you see on the left to this much lighter, almost white one on the right. Knowing that there's this variety is so key to spotting them early. But, just being able to spot the tick is only half the battle. The real danger isn't the bite itself. It's what that tiny bite can deliver into your system. So here's the tick's secret weapon. Its bite is basically silent. It's because their saliva has this mild anesthetic in it, which means you often feel no pain and it doesn't even itch right away. That's why a tick can hang out on you for a day, maybe even longer, just feeding away and potentially transmitting diseases without you knowing. And this is why we're talking about this. A simple bite can turn into a serious medical issue. Ticks are carriers for some really nasty diseases, like severe fever with thrombocytopenia syndrome, or SFTS, Japanese spotted fever, and of course the one you've probably heard of, Lyme disease. Let's just be really clear about how serious this can get. SFTS in particular is a really dangerous disease, and in some cases it has been fatal. This is not something to take lightly. Okay, so understanding the risks is super important, but now let's get to the good stuff, the part where you take control. Let's talk about how you can protect yourself with a few really simple steps. Your first line of defense is just your clothing. Seriously, when you're heading into any grassy or wooded areas, the goal is super simple. Create a barrier. So wear long sleeves, long pants, and just try to minimize any exposed skin. And this picture, this says it all. This is exactly why wearing a hat is so important. A lot of people forget this step, but your scalp and your hairline are really common hiding spots for ticks, and they can be incredibly hard to find in there. So, your day outside is done, but your prevention plan isn't over yet. As soon as you get home from a place where ticks might be, it is absolutely essential to hop in the shower and do a really thorough full-body check. But what if you do all that, you take all the precautions, and you still find one? What you do in the next few moments is absolutely vital. So you're doing your check, and there it is. Your first instinct, your gut reaction, is probably going to be to just grab it and rip it off as fast as you can. You have to fight that instinct. I'm going to say this as clearly as I can. Do not try to pull it out yourself. And here's why this is so critical. If you just yank a tick out, its little mouth parts can break off and get stuck in your skin. But even worse, if you squeeze its body, you can basically force its infected body fluids right back into your bloodstream. That dramatically increases your risk of getting sick. So the correct thing to do, the safest thing to do, is very clear. Go to a doctor. Go to a clinic. Let a medical professional remove it the right way. And that brings us to the end. I just want to leave you with one simple question to think about. That last time you went for a walk in the park, did you remember to check? Stay safe out there, everyone.